I saw these other plural wives and other families have this bond, have each other's backs, and I wanted that. I know that part of that is also rooting for his relationship with his other wives. And to be honest, he was happier and I was happier when he was in a good place with them. Mary has always been open and interested in wanting the relationship with me, and I wanted it back. And
if people are just tired of trying and they don't want to work it out, then I need to know.
Robyn, I think that you and I have had enough conversations about this that you know exactly where I am.
I'm here, Robyn. I'm here. And there's silence.
Like, I don't know, do I call them and have them come over when you guys are all at odds?
That sounds scary. The idea of Kody leaving if there's a problem is kind of something that wives use and he uses sometimes. Actually, he uses it less, I think, than the wives do. But sometimes, I know I've done it with him where I'm like, well, if you're going to have a problem with me and we're having this issue and you're going to act like that, there's another house over there.
I believe that our lawyer's been trying to serve Robyn's ex for about 4 or 5 weeks.
We're trying to say, look, we'll forgive the child support debt. We'll forgive the medical bills that you owe us for. It's actually a really good thing for him. Honestly, if we have to fight him, it will get very bad for him. It'll turn very, very bad for him, very ugly.
If their biological father is not cooperative, I have no problem just raining down some fury. I'm really willing to go to that place. I am willing to go to war here. I am absolutely willing to go.
Hi friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. Back in season 9, when Robyn Brown and Kody Brown went up against Robyn's ex-husband, Preston Jessup, and demanded that he hand over the rights to his children to Kody Brown, Kody and Robyn openly declared war on him. They told him, in no uncertain words, that if he didn't do what they wanted, it was going to get very, very bad for him. They showed us who they were at that moment, that if someone doesn't give them what they want, they go to war. They will destroy. Now, it's hard to know who was at the helm, who was the one that forced this adoption, who was the one that was trying to make this happen. Was this a combination of Kody and Robyn? Was it just Kody? Was it Robyn? Or was it a combination of the both? Kody is the person that is 100% the reason why this family fell apart. He is the narcissist that has abused so many people. Robyn Brown has not been immune to that, but Robyn Brown has also been an abuser to so many people in the family because she became the top wife. And so naturally, one would think that if she was going to go to war and destroy her ex-husband, it's most certain that she would go to war and make a vow to destroy those in the family that cause her strife and don't listen to her and don't give her what she wants. When Robyn Brown has a temper tantrum because she doesn't get what she wants, she wages a war and cuts people off and then smears them. If you recall, Garrison Brown had the audacity to ask Robyn for his dad back, and she waged a years-long campaign against him. This is a precursor to what she's going to now do to the women. Check it out.
I've had one of the kids call me and ask me, can't we just relax the rules? I mean, I do want to be careful, but these aren't my rules. You know, you got to blame somebody, so I'm an easy target. I didn't sign up for monogamy, and I'm tired of being questioned. I'm just tired of it. As much as I love Kody and it's great to have him around, it is stressing me out and worrying about the kids that aren't seeing their dad. It gets frustrating. My mom calls me the Brown family scapegoat.
Maybe Garrison should try and reach out to me and sort of make amends.
I mean, we're gonna have to wait for the kids to all sort of come to their own whatever.
I received some texts and some phone calls from Gabe and Garrison basically blaming me for what was going on with the family.
There's this unwillingness for some of the family to accept other members of the family or to make amends with other members of the family.
I didn't know he was doing that. I just want to clear the air with the boys. I love those boys.
Like it feels like I'm being forced to choose between my children and this group. I don't feel like my children are welcome.
When have they not felt welcome?
Well, Cody's basically told me they can't come for Christmas unless they do a big apology. And they're like, well, hell no, we're not gonna do that.
The issues between me and Gabriel and Garrison basically have to do with lack of support or adherence. I'm not going to have Garrison and Gabriel around like the alcoholic family acting like
you
nothing
have to
happened.
know, Garrison and Gabriel are not the only children who have problems.
I had one of the kids actually call me and like asking me, and I went, this is not me. I didn't make up these rules. And I very specifically pointed out that their dad, Kody, is not somebody to be run by one of his wives. Why in the world would anybody think that I'm somehow behind this? Like, why me? They don't know who I am. If they would think this of me, that I would try to cause some sort of disharmony in the family.
For the video chat, for the sake of the kids. When I was getting all this pushback, I just finally went, why am I trying here? And I was like, fine, I'm out. You know, this is an effort in futility. My kids and I think it's heartbreaking and stupid because we don't understand. And here it is, just another reaffirmation that we're the outsiders and we're on the other side. We're not. We refuse to be. We don't know what else to do.
If we're supposed to go off what's on the show, and we all know that half of what is on the show is fake, but it does seem as though several people in the family outside of the show have spoken about how Robyn does things and how her blowing things out of proportion, getting riled up, getting emotional, getting Kody motivated to do things, prompted Kody to take things out on people that offended her. The two of them were like Bonnie and Clyde. They were the couple that actually liked each other in this whole group, and they were trying to put their will onto everyone around them. And so when Robyn, whenever she felt disrespected or that she wasn't getting what she wanted or what she thought she deserved, or having a child have the audacity to call her up and ask for their dad back, I can't fathom being a grown adult like Robyn and having the audacity to not have compassion or empathy for children that are struggling, that want a relationship with their father, and instead take the strife of the child and make it a personal attack on them and not hear what the child is actually experiencing and feeling, not considering at all whatsoever how Kody's lack of connection to his children and resources sent to his children and love sent to his children and the neglect those kids were feeling could be a reason why there was frustrations. Instead of thinking about how the kids felt, she villainized them. Kody villainized them. And this is how Kody was able to push Janelle out the door, because Janelle's kids were wicked and evil. Garrison was drinking. We all know Kody drinks. And again, you heard Kody calling them an alcoholic family. How does this family blow things up so out of proportion, and Robyn blow things up so out of proportion that people can't even come to her with a grievance or with a concern without her having a hissy fit? She's the one that constantly calls people unsafe and scary, when the reality is Robyn is scary and unsafe, and so is Kody. I think there's a reason why Christine and Janelle say that they deserve each other. Robyn 100% is a victim in the system as a woman and a victim of Kody's control, but she hasn't done any favors with her behavior. And so now in this season, after she villainized Janelle's kids and villainized Janelle and has villainized Christine, she's not going to stop. And she's going to villainize them again and again and again and again. And this is what she said about what's happening with the sister wives when it comes to why she's so sad that things fell apart and how dynamics could be either really good or really bad. And she took no ownership of it herself.
You know, the flip side to the beauty of a good, strong relationship with your sister wife is if it's not good. And it can be really tough, and it can be really scary and hard and threatening. I mean, I've definitely felt like, you know, some of my sister wives haven't had my back. Definitely felt like there was a campaign against me, kind of a thing.
Even though Robyn Brown won and got what she wanted, she got Kody all to herself. Even though Robyn Brown got the house that she wanted, the clothing that she wanted, the jewelry that she wanted, the money that she wanted, there was a campaign against her by women that were getting less and that were being neglected. Can you even imagine being this dense and this narcissistic? Robyn believes she is the victim of the women who left that were abused by Kody. And there could have been some bullying, there could have been some fights, but quite frankly, those women were angry because of what was happening to them as a result of Kody and Robyn and what they were doing to them and demanding of them. Let me remind you some of the things that Robyn did in her campaign against her sister wives.
When you have an epidural, the medication
Like that. So my water just broke. Okay, and so, yeah, hurry.
Crackers. I got trail mix, granola bar. What?
He got the clue. Got a wife in labor. I'm not going to sit here kissing my girlfriend. It's just awkward.
In my head, Kody's relationship with his kids is more important than anything else. I understand Isabel's desire to return to school, but I'm really, really concerned about this. And it's something that I just find really, really stupid.
He's my soulmate. I love him.
How's it going?
I disagree with it. I disagreed with it because of the fact that the courtship had to go for so long. It was hard for me to have Christine say that, but as far as time, that was needed. That was absolutely needed for the kids, for me to build this relationship with him. When I don't feel like that you're invested in it, I don't feel like you're doing anything for us. But I have been begging you to do the plus side clothing line because it's something that is your niche. You want these pieces. I know you do.
He's had wives reject him affection-wise because they are uncomfortable or they don't like it.
From my perspective, Kody did not choose us. My kids and I wanted to be a part of this family and wanted to be accepted and loved by everyone. All of a sudden, I got like this kickback and attitude from the older kids. And I was like, I don't know why I'm trying. Just felt very, very defeated. We really, truly, my kids and I have felt like we got voted off the Brown family island. That is absolutely how we have felt.
I do see the difference of treatment with Dayton or Brandon. I've waited a year thinking it would change, and I don't really see it completely changing. I see it in some cases actually getting worse. If Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna don't feel like they're a part of this family, they can choose at a certain age to not be with me anymore.
But you did, Colleen. You said sister wives. I said sister wives, indicating not you guys. I was talking
you
about
didn't say
a
that.
different mom.
You said sister
wife.
wives hate each other.
I wasn't talking about you guys.
But do they know that?
I know that these relationships are complicated, but I have a hard time with this woman because she walked into a family that was already established. Women had been there for years, 20 years, 16 years, and 17 years. And she demanded people change everything about their lives for her. She demanded the parents raise their kids differently. She demanded more time with Kody than she deserved. She demanded a longer honeymoon. She demanded more time with him when they weren't even married. She guilted them constantly about how the kids were being bullied, even though her kids were being favored. She never took any responsibility about what her part was. She was always just the victim of being the fourth wife and being ganged up on and bullied by everyone. She, although Kody gave all of her time, money, and resources, had the audacity to say she was kicked off of Brown Family Island. She actively did speaking engagements where she would speak about how great sister wives relationships were and what a bond it was and how amazing it was. But then, like, when a girl who was saying that if you have sister wives, you'll get abused. If you grow up with sister wives as a kid, those sister wives will abuse you. And she said, do they know that you're not talking about us? Because we're not abusing people and we're not scary. But then yet she says that sister wives relationships can be scary and threatening. Do you see what I'm doing here? She had a sister wife in labor and she was kissing Kody. She knew that she wasn't supposed to kiss Kody before marriage based on the rules of their church, and she still did. She knew it hurt Christine, and she kept doing it over and over and over again. Kody spent all of his time at her house, and she never sent him back to the other people's houses. And I rewatched all the older seasons, and the rules for COVID were 100% because of Robyn. And I remembered something. Robyn's a germaphobe. That's why she doesn't have animals. She's a hypochondriac. She exaggerates illnesses and experiences and believes that she's sicker than she is. When she got COVID, she sobbed and cried thinking she was going to die, and she wasn't even admitted into the hospital. She was so paranoid that because she once had pneumonia, and one time when Solomon was a baby and he was never admitted to the hospital ever, not even briefly. She said that because he had RSV, he was high risk. If you go back and watch the season when he actually had RSV, he was never almost admitted to the hospital. But then when COVID happened, she said he was, but he wasn't. She said that he got really sick. He wasn't. He was fine. She even said that the doctor said that because he was a big boy, he would be fine. So she lies. And she was so paranoid, and she's such a hypochondriac that that's why Kody made those rules, because of Robyn. Because Kody was also equally as paranoid about the disease. And if I'm going to be honest, our house, we had our same rules as Kody and Robyn. We didn't wipe down the mail, but we didn't go anywhere for years. But we actually have a child that's medically fragile, that is high risk, that had to be pulled out of school before schools were even shut down, because of how high risk his medical history is. And I'm not a hypochondriac. I had reasons to be strict. Kody and Robyn just are hypochondriac, paranoid exaggerators. Neither one of them have health-related problems that would make them this paranoid, other than Kody being an alcoholic, maybe, and Robyn claiming all weird illnesses. Robyn has always been so paranoid and about germs, about her health. It's as though she uses that as a way to, again, be a victim when she has no health issues that I know of. So, long story short, she says there is a campaign against her, but really she had a campaign against them. And she constantly made herself the victim of them so that Kody would defend her. And Kody would pit her against the women, and she would pit Kody against the women. And now she has the audacity to say they're scary and threatening, when the truth is there was no bigger threat to the family than Kody and Robyn. Kody and Robyn continue to wage a war against these women publicly on the show by continuing to degrade them and lie about them and play the victim. All the while, they're the ones reaping all of the benefits and just bought a $2 million house. Please tell me how they're the victims. Christine's kids haven't had any health insurance or child support paid to them, but she's the victim of Christine, okay? Robyn's war won't stop because she will never bend and believe that she was the problem. She doesn't want to be the homewrecker. It kills her that she is. She hates it. And did you know, I actually just found this out, that she buddied up to one of the editors, Karen Thompson, and she became friendly with her and would send gifts to her. And that editor got in trouble because Robyn was trying to influence how the show was edited so she would be edited better. And then that editor had to disconnect from Robyn because they felt like it was an unprofessional line that had been crossed and that it was impacting their ability to make a show. That's who Robyn Brown is, but she'll never tell you that. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and click the bell so you never miss a video. Bye, everyone.